This is a peek inside of our discussion board area, and I'd like to point some things out about it. These first two are the areas that I've asked that you ask questions about the class, and the first one about the class operations is where you should ask about, the conduct of the course, the requirements, the assignments, when they're due, those kinds of things, more the operational side. And then there's the content question, which is if you have questions about the actual physics content, the actual physics portion of it. So these will exist all semester. There hasn't been that much activity this summer. I saw activity that was in one of the courses that by the end of the semester there were more than 1,000 posts. So it was very active. But it is what it is. You see here that there's total posts and it tells you how many. I am in the dummy account, which I haven't used to read anything at this point in time, but it tells you how many unread posts there are and how many total participants. Now there are 20 or 21 folks depending in this class, so you can see very few of you have actually participated, but my goal is for any time that I ask you to show me your this page from your account, I'd like to see these unread posts for all of these items at 0. That even if you choose not to participate in these first two, that I would like that you actually have read what the posts are, because it might be information that is important to you. And I think that I also told you that for these first two that there is the option, oh, it's not showing up here because this dummy account doesn't have an email address. There is a possibility for you to subscribe or unsubscribe, which you may choose to do. But let's get back to the others. The rest of these past the first two are required that you interact with. It's a possibility for the introductions that by the time you got around to doing it, I already had the class website up where I told you to post that same information. So I might give you a pass on this one. However, the rest of these 3 questions, nature, science, 4D, humanity, and did you know, those are all required. And if you're pursuing an A, anytime that I ask you to do something, it means that you should do at least 90% of them. So when I look here, there are only 16 of you who have actually participated. That means some of you have not. But there are a total of 52 posts. And so if you haven't actually posted, you need to read all of what's in there, because in each of these I ask that you read what's there first and then post, which gives an advantage to those that post early, because that way they can get their ideas in there without the old Me Too kind of thing, which I've said each contribution needs to be value added. Now, even if you were one of the early posters, I would like you to come back anytime that there has been an additional posting and take a look. You don't have to continually respond, depending on the grade that you're going for, how many times you do need to respond. But the point being, you might decide to respond more, but you don't have to, but at least read it. And so if you're one of those that you've been kind of keeping up, but there have been a few posts since when you looked, if you just click on the unread posts, what it does is it puts them together in a digest for you, so you can just look at those without having to dig down and find the ones that you haven't actually looked at. So what I need you to do is to make sure that by the next time we get together in class, which of course is going to be on September 13th, Tuesday, that you go ahead and make sure you've contributed, because again, you look at these numbers and we've got significantly below 20 in the participants, and so make sure that you read what's on there, then you post if you haven't posted yet, and then make sure that you continue to keep up with what has been said. I hope that makes sense to you.